Am I in focus? Okay, well, hey everybody, it's Sarah for Chromiati Fine Art. Welcome to my channel. In case you forgot what my face looks like, here it is. I know I have been gone for a very long time when it comes to creating new content, and I just want to say I am thankful for all of my new subscribers that I've gotten over the last 6 months. Regardless of this fact, maybe you didn't notice, but I have not made any new full-length content in a very long time, and that has just been simply due to time. I am a full-time graphic designer, I have 3 young children, and I am running a fine arts business, and so I am very busy. I have a million ideas for you guys of videos that I think that would be helpful to you, but I also really want to know what you guys want to know. So please comment below on this video on any topics you are dying for me to make videos on. I have a pretty good idea of some things to make, but I want to know from you. I promise I respond to every single comment and would love to have conversations with you guys about this, because in all honesty, I make these for you. I don't make these for me. I literally make this to share my art with all of you and to help you on your own artistic journeys. So please comment. I'd love to hear from you. You may have also noticed, if you follow me on Instagram, that I really haven't been doing that much pour art in the last 6 to 8 months. And that is really just due to what my clients ask me to make. I really can't afford to just constantly make art and turn it out and for nobody to purchase it. So a lot of the art that I do is purely based on commission, and I just haven't had that many pour art requests in the last 8 months. But this piece is going to be a gift for Christmas for my brother-in-law. He's moved into a new house and needs some art. And I'm gonna be real honest, I don't know what I'm gonna make. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I have a bunch of paint that kind of matches his living room, and I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm kind of in that mood right now. It's the end of the year. I just kind of want to be a little free, a little loose, go with the flow of the paint. So I may start the painting and wipe it. I may scrap this all together and try an alcohol ink piece. I don't know. We're gonna see where today goes, but I am excited to be back and talking to all of you, and I will have a lot more free time in the next several months now that a lot of my in-person events are over. So also please stay tuned for all the new content that I'll be making, and I'm excited to be back talking to you guys. So that's it. Let's get started. So I decided I wanted to start the beginning of the painting off with an open cup pour. If you don't know what this is, you literally just cut a cup in half and you pour paint into it. And as the volume builds, the cup will move around. So I started off with a white base going into the cup first, and there's nothing else on the canvas here. I then alternated my colors with the Indigo and the Mt.Etna house paint and some browns. And as you can see, the cup will kind of travel. Because I didn't put a base of paint on the canvas first, I kind of had to nudge it a little bit. And then the fun part here is really getting to stretch it out and see how the colors kind of really came out of the cup and the kind of cells you can get. And I decided I wanted a little pop of this rusty orange color. And I really loved how this strip of orange and browns turned out. I had a little bit of the Mt.Etna blue in there too, which helped balance. And the colors it created were very cool. So then after I had that strip of paint down, I realized that in order to really pop the colors all around the canvas and have a decent amount of white space at the same time, I was going to have to lose a little bit of that open cup pour. So I scraped off about half of it, but tried to leave some organic shapes that were happening. And then when I scraped it, it actually created some nice blending, softer moments, which I thought were pretty cool. Then added in a bunch more white in between the two strips to kind of give me that negative space I was looking for. Thought it might be nice to have some other softer moments across the canvas, and a great way to do this is to use your blow dryer, and you can just blow out little parts. You don't have to blow out a whole thing. The whole piece doesn't have to be a Dutch pour. You know, I'm definitely never afraid to try and blend techniques and see what can happen with pour paint. So then I thought it'd be nice to have a few pops and darker moments that were a little stronger in saturation with that indigo blue. So I started playing around with the corners and the edges. I knew that was probably going to kind of alter those beautiful little orange stripe moment that I had, but I felt like the risk was going to be worth it. So this took me a few tries to kind of get the orange and the blues to play together the way I wanted them to in my head. But in the end, I feel like adding those darker blue moments was definitely the right choice. One thing you're seeing me do here is connecting the blue across the whole piece. When you're layering colors like I did in small batches, it can easily look like it wasn't intentional. So I just took a little bit of the leftover paint that was in the cup and kind of poured the stripes so the entire top part looked more purposeful. I then poured a new stripe of the orange and the white and the Mt.Etna across the whole piece because I really just wasn't feeling like it was connecting quite right still. And that final little pour of that was definitely giving me more the look I was going for. Then I was feeling like the top of the piece was a little naked, so I added in more of the blues at the top and just felt like blowing it out to kind of see if I could get a different kind of feel up there. Then swiped it and tilted it. And then I was really happy with the little right side corner piece, but I wanted to balance out the canvas with more of that darker blue and that orange, just so it didn't feel so stuck at the bottom. Then I was kind of trying to just clean it up as best I could, knowing that I was going to be touching up a lot of the background spots with white paint after it dried. In the end, this one really didn't have that much to touch up. All I really did was kind of take some white paint and cover up some areas that I wanted to adjust, and I added up a little bit of blue near the top as well. Then I covered the painting in a couple layers of varnish, and I hope my brother-in-law loves it. I think he will, but yeah, this was a really fun one to do, and I definitely felt kind of free and in the moment, and like I was getting to trust my gut, and for me, that's what painting's all about. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to make them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And happy painting, everyone. Merry Christmas.